Hello and welcome back to another one of my videos. It has been a 4-month break and I'd like to say I'm hopefully back for good. Some stuff happened in a few weeks, days, months. I'm not going to go through all the details, so it doesn't really matter why I was off. Anyway, let me introduce my, not next review, but more like a retrospective. I'm going to go through the second series of the Animals of Farthing Wood. I should explain the first series, and I should do a retrospective for the first one first, but the second one was my favourite, and I thought I'll just explain it. The story of Animals of Farthing Wood is actually, as you can see there, a fox, a badger, a mole, an owl, rabbit, a squirrel, a weasel, a snake, a toad, and a hare is there. You probably can't see it from here, sadly, but I can't get any better because I don't have editing software. So anyway, basically they're escaping from their old home called Farthing Wood because humans have come by and polluted it all when they've turned it into big amusement parks and stuff like that. And woo, theme park. Anyway, getting past that. But yeah, Fox leads them where he will bump into his mate, Vixen, that we'll get into later, when he saves her from a fox hunt. I should tell you their names of the characters I'm going to be discussing. Fox is Fox, the squirrels and all that kept nameless, and the rabbits, Mrs. Hare, Mrs. Rabbit, that stuff. Owl is Owl, Badger is Badger, Mole is Mole, Adder is, well, the snake's Adder, Toad is Toad, Weasel is Weasel. But anyway, without further ado, let's change the picture to bold, who I'll get into later, and let's begin. Animals of Farthing Wood, Series 2, Episode 1. Our heroes are welcomed to White Deer Park by the White Stag. I should explain that later. I will explain characters at the end, which we're quick to see that not all the animals of the park aren't quite setting them in, etc. But this is mostly really a blue fox, which I will discuss later, being led by Scarface. You'll see him in a picture, and his mate Lady Blue, who you won't see in a picture, but she is a blue fox. She looks pretty much like it. Funny enough, she's the only one without a black mark on her face or down her back, etc. But sadly in the first episode of Series 2 we don't see much of Lady Blue or Scarface. It's just better stay off my back, that sort of stuff. But we are introduced to Speedy, which is, Whistler. Whistler's mate, who are both herrings, I believe. Whistler got shot in the wing, so he makes a whistling sound, which is played by music in it. But anyway, moving on. Episode 2. During this episode, we see anger shown towards our heroes by the residents of White Deer Park, mostly Scarface and Lady Blue. The White Stag offers to give Fox and his followers the land of their own, like a built Farthing Wood inside White Deer Park. We continue to see Whistler and Speedy's bond grow. It grows really well, to which she's mouthy, she speaks a lot. I know people like that, they don't stop talking. Oh, I should explain, by this time, a few months have gone on, it's actually winter now, which is why the second episode, this is called Winter. Because of this, Toad and Adder go into hibernation, so we won't see much of them for a while. But we again see Scarface and Lady Blue keeping a watch over their borders when Vixen and Fox are going hunting out of hunger, and all that, and Vixen confronts Scarface and Lady Blue, talking about how they're going to die if they don't get on their patch on Scarface's land. It's no success. Scarface doesn't care, delivering a line that I think is amazing in his voice, which is "My heart bleeds for you." I like the line, I thought it was funny. Like when Vixen's talking and Scarface leaves, goes to walk away, expecting Lady Blue to follow him, she steps forward and says that Scarface is actually holds the power, and not the White Stag, even though the White Stag being king. Oh, I should mention, we meet another weasel, a male weasel, who will become the mate for Weasel later on, and his name's Measly. Yeah, but he will become her mate after chasing her for a long, long time. I know that feeling as well. Anyway. We then see Badger actually fall and hurt himself when he's looking for food himself, and he's looked over by the one good human we actually ever see in Series 2, and really in any series for that matter, the Warden. He remains nameless. The Warden's never given a name. But then we're introduced to Cat. Funny enough, he's called Cat. He's a cat, he's called Cat, which is weird because the first cat you actually encounter is in Series 1 by the name of Tom. But never mind. He actually helps Badger get word out to Mole that he's safe, but he gets attacked by Kestrel because she thinks he's attacking Mole. I can't speak today. Episode 3. Cat is nursed back to health by Vixen and Mole. Cat is the only one in the whole thing that really draws question to the oath, which is they vow to protect each other, they don't eat each other, etc. By the way, that picture there is of Bold and Whisper. I will get into their story later. But after he pretends to sleep, Mole goes out to look for something to eat, and yeah, pretty much Cat sneaks out and swears revenge on Kestrel for the attack. We then actually see Scarface kill Vole, or Mrs. Vole for that matter, with Weasel to see this, who sticks up for Fox, saying that Scarface didn't kill Mrs. Vole when the others convict him of doing it out of hunger. After a while, Badger actually leaves the Warden's house fully healed, happy. It was indicated they had a broken leg, but he healed well. Cat offers his company, and Badger decides that they shall go and live in the Warden's house when he gets back. They all kind of criticise him, but they humour him because of his age. They humour him because of his age and all that, you know, help the old out. But Badger's actually kicked out of the Warden's house because, well, he's better now. And he gets annoyed on his way back to Farthing Wood inside White Deer Park. I just call it White Deer Park, I don't really care what anyone calls it. Fox's Land. But, after he goes kicked out, no one comes to meet him, so it annoys him amazingly. On his way back, no one meets him. Also, Scarface actually bites Weasel to warn her to keep her mouth shut, and saying if she doesn't spy for him, he'll kill her. Nice classy guy. Badger actually makes his own way back to the Warden's house again, just with Kestrel this time, and Cat attacks Kestrel, Badger saving her. Meanwhile, Badger is kicked out again for the second time. Yep. And Speedy Whistler nurse Kestrel back to health over the next few episodes. Badger says that they should actually forage in the cities, etc. So that everyone can get home safely. But during this time, when they go to forage for like chickens from farmers, 2 foxes are actually shot. And the 2 blue foxes, which pretty much is peeves off Scarface, saying, but funny enough, when Lady Blue actually mourns over the loss of her children, this is the first time we'll hear Scarface say my love to her, which she says a lot of the time. He also goes after Weasel, showing his anger towards losing his cubs. Next time, I will be going through for episode 4, but I don't want to keep these more than 10 minutes. Goodbye, guys.